Hello, hello everyone. Okay, so I have a layout for you today using the brand new Pink Paisley Truly Grateful collection. I'm going to be pairing that collection with these beautiful sequins from Spiegel Mom Scraps called Gumdrops. And I'm going to be using this cut file, which was a free file that Paige Evans shared in her cut file group a while ago. And so my plan right now is I'm going to back some of the pieces of this cut file. So I'm going to back, I don't think I'm going to back any part of this because these are the photos we're going to use today, and I'm actually going to place them right over the wheel. So my plan is to back these pieces of the bike and the flower baskets. And then I'm going to stitch both of the flower baskets. I'm going to hand stitch both the flower baskets and the seat, and then I'll come back with that finished and we'll start working with the rest of this collection and the layout we're going to make. I do know that I'm going to use the branding strip that's down here as an anchoring piece for my layout, and I'm actually going to trim off the top. So we're going to leave this because I think this pop of color is really, really nice. And then, yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So let me get started. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to back the cut file and stitch it, and then I'll come back and we'll go through all these beautiful goodies and create the layout. Okay, fast forward and you can see here that my bicycle is backed and stitched, and we are ready to start putting this layout together. I also smacked my head off my video by recording my iPad, and I don't know why I didn't look at it to make sure I hadn't disturbed it, but I didn't. Maybe I was just too excited. So the rest of this video is just ever so slightly off center of the layout, but you have a lovely view of the Scrapbook box that I use for sewing. So there's that. Okay, so I backed my photos and putting them together, and I gave them a pretty wide border of that beautiful plaid paper. I adore this collection. A full disclosure, I don't love every collection Paige Evans makes, but I love this one, and the last one I loved was Whimsical. I don't ask me why, I don't know. Some things I like and speak to me, and some things I'm just kind of like, I don't need to buy that. Anyway, anywho, so I don't know why I didn't grab one of my 100 tiny little containers to put sequins in, like little trays, and I don't know why I didn't grab my crystal katana, because it's right there in front of me. But I'm going to go through all of the sequins in this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous gumdrop mix, and I'm going to start with these beautiful big leaves, and I'm going to add centers to my flowers, and I'm going to bulk these flower baskets up. That's the first thing I want to do, is bulk up the flower baskets. So I'm going to add some sequins, and then you can see in that little triangle container off to my left, I went ahead and fussy cut a big chunk of that floral paper, and I'm going to use those fussy cut florals to tuck in and around the flower baskets. You can see here, I'm going to use them all, because here's the thing with me and fussy cutting. If I fussy cut all those flowers, I don't want to throw them away. I took the time to fussy cut them. I also don't want them hanging around in my scrap room, because then they just get moved from place to place and they get schmutz on them and all that kind of stuff. So I fussy cut those flowers, and I can always fussy cut more, but the ones that I've already cut, those are going on this layout. Kind of like the other video with the stickers on the side of my media mat. Sometimes I do that. I have this amount of stuff, and I don't want it floating around my room, and I can always cut more, or I can always grab more, but what I've grabbed, I am totally using and getting onto the layout. So I am adding all of these fussy cut flowers. I'm going to add clusters around my photo, and I'm going to add clusters and tuck flowers in and around those flower baskets that were part of the cut file. Some of them are going to get some little pop dots. Some of them are going to stay flat to the page to help with dimension. Parts of my cut file are popped up, again, just for that dimensional feel. Not everything is, because that's a lot of little intricate places to add foam tape, but some is. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work on my title. I'm going to use scraps of 6x8 papers. So these scraps are maybe from the, this is the second layout I did use in this collection. So I do have some scraps that I can go ahead and use. I'm going to create a banner across that top. There's that perfect little place for a title up there in the upper left. So I'm going to create a banner, and then I'm going to use the Sunshine from the Puffy Thickers collection, and I'm going to use the Hello from the die cut collection, and I'm going to make my title, which will be Hello Sunshine. I'm just looking here at the sticker sheet, because I know I want to use that sunshine, but I don't know what I want to use otherwise. And so this is just what I call a fun layout. These are photos of my niece that my sister sent me that were beautiful, and there's not a real big story or anything like that to tell, and sometimes you just have to do that. If you watch my channel, you know I do a lot of heavy subjects, and I do a lot of layouts that have lots of journaling and stories to tell, but then every so often it's really important, I think, to just do a layout because you love the products, or you love the photos, or just something nice. It's like a nice little fun palette cleanser. That's what I call these kinds of layouts, just pure fun. So I am pop-dotting up this banner with my title on it, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some more die cut leaves and flowers, and kind of go through my embellishments and decide what I have, what I can add different places that I like. There's a banner that I find that's a little purple banner that says Picture Perfect, and that's going on this layout 100% right below my niece's adorable face, because she's just utterly adorable and I love her. And so, well, all my nieces, you guys know. I don't have girls, I have boys, but I spoil my nieces rotten. So I'm just going to tuck more of these flowers in. I'm going to cut some in half to kind of bulk up some of these clusters without having to actually cut any more flowers or use any more die cuts. Actually, I do end up, though, I'm saying actually like 1,000 times in this video, I do go back here. You can see I'm going to fussy cut more of these flowers to kind of decide where I want them and what I want to work on next. So I don't know what I just said. I'm having a moment of brain fog. Okay, start over. I fussy cut flowers. I'm bulking out my clusters. I added a butterfly from that die cut pack, and I'm also going to add that bird. You can kind of see the bird up there. He's kind of floating around right now. He doesn't really have a home. He's going to get a home in a minute. Pop up the little butterfly. I love all the images. Oh, this collection is gorgeous. It has beautiful, beautiful images and icons and just really fun things in it. So I'm really, really excited to keep working with it, and I feel like this is going to be like my whimsical collection. I'm going to try really hard not to hoard it, but I made tons of layouts with whimsical. I still have some, actually, of whimsical, and I was thinking that maybe those two collections would meld together well, so at some point I might do that. I'm going to tuck that bird in behind the photo, and then I'm going to add a little phrase sticker and some more flowers. I just need to sit down at some point and fussy cut all these flowers, but it's easier to store them on a big sheet of paper than try to fussy cut them all. I'm going to add this little beautiful sticker right there, and I think that pretty much is the end of my layout. I'm going to look through die cuts and different things and kind of decide what I want. I'm going to add another little sprinkling of sequins, and I'm going to remember this time to put the sequins in the little tray and use my crystal katana. Huh! Fabulous, right? And that's going to complete this layout. Thank you so very much for joining me today. If you have any of the Truly Grateful collection or you want to grab it, be sure to head over to Spiegel Mom Scraps and grab the Gumdrops sequin collection. That perfectly coordinates with it and is gorgeous. And you can always use my code Sara15 to save 15% on your order. I will talk to you all very soon. Bye!